But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky.
Risky, yes, your body risky. We don't go 50-50.
What's up, YouTube? Is it okay? Is it good? Because I wanted to know. First of all, I sound kind of like down or not with the same energy because this is not like a happy story that I will be telling. And anyways, I feel kind of bad today. I'm really going through like a headache and sore throats and all that, so bear with me. But basically today I'm going to be talking about a story time on how like deaths in my life have formed me today. So with that being said, go ahead, you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel before I start if you want to keep hearing of these more interesting stories. So the story of my life honestly starts with the death of my sister, my mom's side of sisters. I'm very close to my sisters from my mom's side, for the fact that I live with my mom only. I see my father, I see my father, but I don't live with him. And every time I go to Honduras, my mom will send me to my sisters so that they could take responsibility of me because I'm the youngest one. And I still to this day don't know my sisters from my father's side, like personally, like in person. I don't know them, but yeah, they have like sent me messages or whatever. But as I was saying, I go to Honduras the year of 2018. I was only like 7 or 8 at the time. I don't remember my exact age, but I was around those 2 ages. Very mature, a mature little girl already. Let's say a mature little girl. My mom used to send me the summers. All summers, like after I would like come out of school, always in June, I would always take like flights to Honduras or summer and come back till September. So this year was basically a year like that. Like, came out of school, I was in school, I went to Honduras. Okay, I was very close to this sister in particular. At the moment I had 4 sisters. We were 5, including me. My older sister, she's 36 now. My other sister's 20, she's 30. My other sister's 24, 25, I think. But at the moment, they were all young. And my sister who died would have been 29, I think. She would have been 29. She was like 17 or 18 at the time when this happened. So I went to Honduras. I was very close to her because she was like, all of my other sisters, like they already had kids, and it was like they wasn't very focused in me or whatever. But this sister, like she was like a whole angel. She would go to church, and she would go to church, and she would just be a very beautiful person. Like her spirit is just like going with everybody, very beautiful physically and emotionally, mentally. Very good student or whatever. She treated me like her own daughter, and I was very close to her. So it was a morning that my cousin's boyfriend, he bought a motorcycle to the house, and everybody got rides, and my sister wanted to go on the ride too. She didn't know how to ride the motorcycle. She crashed in my neighbor's house, and she didn't die like she didn't die out of like the out of injury. She died like at the impact. She got a heart attack. Like she got very scared, And it was like very traumatic for me because when I ran, like I was the first one to like run like real quick to the neighbor's house, and I was like me and my other cousin, we were like the only ones that saw when she like stood up. She fixed the motorcycle, like it was like perfectly fixed without a scratch or whatever. And she just like called my name out like Brandy, and then she fell right back down. She fainted, and after that I didn't see my sister awake again. And the traumatic part of this whole story is the fact that when she died, I didn't really believe it because honestly I still was little and I didn't know what death was exactly. But I knew that in Honduras, like economically, we weren't prepared for something like this. So my sister had to be kept in my grandma's house for like 2 days or a night. I don't remember, but I think I know it was a night because that night I woke up and she was left in the sala, like in the living room, and we were in the rooms, and they put like ice under her, so I think like her body won't decompose or whatever, and they left like the cap open, like you can still see her face. Like in Honduras, they don't have like a whole body you can touch them or whatever. They just have like you can only see their face through like a mirror glass. So that's what I was seeing. And I woke up that night, like at midnight, everybody was sleeping, very dark the house. Something just woke me up. Like I don't know. I can't like tell you the description because it was a very long time ago, but I just know that something woke me up. And when I woke up, I went to the living room. I didn't go to the bathroom, I didn't go to the kitchen. I went to the living room. And being in the living room, I would just stare at her. Like I was just staring at her, and then I have like the image in my head. She's basically there, and there's like ice coming out of her. Like I don't know if it's ice or it's foam. Like it's foam coming out of her mouth or whatever. And I just like I have this image still to this day in my head, and I'm just staring at her, and I'm like I'm gonna follow your dreams. And basically her dreams was to be better, to have a good education and be somebody professional, help the family out, and just be a better you. Have better feelings for anybody. Don't always have peace and love God. Like smile for everything. She would smile. She would laugh over everything, bro. Like so. That happened. Since then, I would always cry her. Like honestly, like I think she has like 11 or 10 years already, like a decade already of being dead. But I still like 5 years ago, like 3 years ago, I was going through like a very hard time because I would always cry because of her. Because I was dreaming her. Like I would, like the impact of my sister dying had finally hit me. Like damn, my sister dead. So I would always dream with her, see her. There was a moment where I had a dream with her and she was calling me, and there was another dream where God was calling me, like Brandy. And I told my mom this, and my mom was like, that's a bad time. Like we don't want God calling you. Like, but I didn't know that. I was like, oh really? So at the moment, like I really got into Christianity. Like not even like Catholic. I'm a Catholic. I really got into the church life. In other words, I did my first communion. And I just like every Sunday I would go to church, and through rain, snow, anything, I would go to church myself. And keep in mind I was only like 12, 11, 13, going to church myself. And I did my communion and I just stopped going. I don't know why. But I stopped going, but I never stopped believing in God and the things that I always followed his rules or whatever, and always believed in him. I never stopped believing in him. Always prayed on him too. So this year recently I went through it. Last year was the year that really impacted me. It was the year that really impacted me. I thought about everything at the moment because it was like very hard for me. So I'm trying my best not to cry right now because it was like very hard for me. So at the beginning, At the beginning, I had the problem with my ex that I really, obviously you love somebody, and if a person hurts you, it's gonna really get to you. So I really did love this person. This person hurt me in bad ways, and the worst way you can do a girl, and that really hurt me, right? That hurt me, but I let it go. After that, like, I was failing in school, and I just like lost hope of all my goals. So after I started going out with my recent ex, I'm gonna get to that, but anyways, he's like he was like not with me. He's more of an antisocial person. He was more of an antisocial person than I was. So summer was okay. Summer was okay or whatever. All September, I'm a person that when I go to a party, I'm the life of the party. I'm always dancing, screaming, doing whatever, doing my goofy stuff. Because honestly, a party is to go have fun. In September, the whole month, I would go to parties. Or I didn't have the energy to go to parties, but I was still forced to go. And if I would go, I would enter this party, and there's this whole energy that would come upon me. Like, it's just like a whole sad energy. Like, I was there, like, if you hugged me, like, I feel like if somebody would have hugged me just to like maybe say hi to me or whatever, I would have cried like on their shoulder for no reason. I honestly had no reason to cry. I had everything at the moment, and I didn't know why I felt like this. Like, it was just a bad energy. It got to a point where I had to leave a party very early because I just got sad, like, in the corner. And I'm not like that. That's not Brandy. So I was predicting something was gonna happen, something bad. October 2nd, I was called. I was in school. My sister-in-law had died, and the fact that this impacted me, because all summer her baby father killed her. So the fact that the whole summer she was telling us that she didn't want to be with this guy or whatever, but she was like, she had like a lot of sympathy. She had a lot of sympathy towards him because he didn't have nowhere else to go. And we was like, okay or whatever, but you should move on. And that Saturday, she met my cousin, and he was like going all at it to treat her good and just make her happy and like give her things she didn't have, she was struggling with. And I was like in Spanish, I was like, cuñada, like, no te preocupes, todo va a estar bien. I was telling her, right? Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I was telling her in Spanish, everything's gonna be okay, like, sister-in-law, everything's gonna be okay, like, you're gonna live good or whatever, and nobody's gonna be bothering you, like, life is gonna be better, you understand me? So, we were just playing around the whole time. Like, she was like, oh, I'm cute. I was like, yeah, you sexy as fuck. Like, we was just like laughing. I went to buy food for her that day and everything. That day was a Saturday in Ferry. Then like that night we was like, oh, we're gonna go to a party, a Chavacán party. There was a Chavacán party that day. I was like, oh, we're gonna go to a party or whatever. And she was like, she was always a dedicated mother. So she would like leave her whole like teenage life away just to be with her kids. She never used to go out since she got here. She got here in January from Honduras, and she never, like, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you that a time that she really had fun, like the first and last time she had fun was in the barbecue I had with my best friend on October 24th. Keep in mind, she's my sister-in-law for the fact that and I was very close to her because she's my best friend's close cousin. Every person has that close cousin. So my sister she was my best friend's close cousin, and I used to go out with my best friend's guy cousin. So he's like, yeah. So that's why she's my sister-in-law, and coincidentally, that's my best friend. So keep in mind, my best friend was my best friend before I met this guy. So okay. I told her everything was gonna be okay or whatever, and I was like, bro, we're gonna go out, cause we're gonna go out. She was like, oh, I'm gonna see if I could go with you guys. And then we left there, and there was this song. It's this one special song that we danced like when we left her at her shelter, because she lived in a shelter. When we left her at her shelter, there was this punta in my cousin's car that we all got out the car and we just started dancing punta like right there. And that was the last time I saw her. That was the last time I saw her, and it's very sad for me, because the last time I saw her was when she went through those shelter doors. And the fact that I had to go that Wednesday, October 2nd, right after that Saturday, through those shelter doors just to see how she was in the shelter, that, like, it was very emotional for me. And it still is. So her baby father killed her cruelly in front of his babies. Okay, he got arrested or whatever. This whole thing, this death, like at her funeral, I was like, just like my sisters. Just the same thing I did with my sister, I did at her funeral. Like, since I got there, the family got there early. So since the day this happened, my best friend stood with me, because she was like, I'm scared. Because I feel like everybody, if your close cousin dies, you're not gonna want to be alone, because you feel like this person, you're gonna wake up and maybe like his spirit is right in front of you or something. So like, I just wanted to take her out of the casket or whatever. Like, I just got like very out of control. So this whole thing, like, it just made me lose, like, keep in mind the so-called boyfriend I had, he left to New Orleans, and he didn't care about the situation. He didn't care. Like, when I would like put on social media, oh, I'm hurt, he would be like, what you heard about knowing that this person died? And it would just be like, damn, bro, like, you honestly don't know me. So it's just like, I don't want to be with this person. Like, out of the blue, I left, like, all my feelings for this person just disappeared. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want. It just got to a point where this person was annoying. I don't want to be with this person, and I just lost feeling for the whole world. Like, I'm just here. Like, I would see her. Keep in mind, I couldn't sleep. Like, this is why I don't know if you can see that my face is really ugly right now. I still have the marks. This is basically when you don't sleep. All October and November, I couldn't sleep because I felt her, like, her spirit on my side. I don't know, like, I would dream her every time. I would put my phone like down and be like, okay, Brandy, like, my mom would be like, okay, Brandy, it's time to sleep. And you know how your mind just wanders off. My mind just went like right to her. So it's just like, damn, bro, like. So November was very hurting for me. But then keep in mind, I did bad on my SAT in junior year, so I had to take my SAT again in December. And while this is going on, this is the beginning of my senior year. I went so bad in the beginning of my senior year. Like, it's crazy. My grades went down. It was like very hard for me, because it was like I've never carried a casket. I've never been in a funeral car taking me to a cemetery. I've never wanted to throw myself into a hole, like a you know, where you bury people. So it's always been like very hard for me. I always get honor roll, and this was a time in my grades that I didn't get honor roll. So that's how bad it was. And I was like, I gotta get it together, because if I don't do good on this SAT, like, my sister-in-law died and she's in a better place, and she's gonna be proud of me if I keep on going and being a hardworking person and don't let the same thing that happened to her happen to me. So that's what I did. And I did good on my SAT, thank God. I started constructing myself, like I started grabbing myself strength. I had that idea on my mind that she wanted to see me great. And yeah, but like I would always cry her, like I would just always be hurt because I was lonely at the time. I wasn't with my boyfriend. I didn't have nobody on my side. I just had my best friend. My best friend was hurt too, but she had her boyfriend too. So it was just like my best friend's in her relationship. I can't be like, I want to be there. So I have to always have somebody on my side, and I really have nobody on my side. And I would go to school, I would cry, like, and it was just like I wasn't paying attention, I wasn't focused, and that's just not me. So yeah, her babies are fine, thank God. And today, December, like I did good on my SAT. That brought my home, like for Christmas. I was very happy for the fact that I did good on my SATs. I had my honor roll back. Like I was doing good in school. Thank God my staff from school are people that actually understand and hear me out. So they heard me out, and it was just like good for me because I could, like, you know, get back on track or whatever, and I did. My grades were very beautiful. And yeah, I met this guy that really fulfilled me. Like I felt like this person, all that person gave me was happiness, and that's what I needed at the time. I needed something to distract me and not just have me thinking. Like every time I'm alone, that's me. Every time I'm alone at home, like, and I have nobody to talk to because my phone is very dry, because I also have the attitude that I don't talk to everybody. I'm not that social. So many people just don't talk to me or whatever, and maybe all I have to talk to is my boyfriend, and my boyfriend's not, like, maybe he's partying or he's doing something himself, maybe he fell asleep early, and that when I'm alone I just get like enter a depression. So meeting him, he would always be there for me, and it was just like very good for my heart. And I got to reunite with my friends again, like Kimberly. I got to meet new people, Brenda and Isel, and just like that, like I got honor roll again in January. I started the year off great, and with a lot of like strength in myself. I got accepted to my right now in February I got accepted to my college, my dream college, which is John Jay. I worked hard. I worked myself hard. Like I worked hard on myself or whatever, getting job interviews and whatever. And I'm just like very motivated to go ahead and keep going. Like what I dream about now is seeing myself in the uniform of a police officer, and being here to provide for my mom, because my sisters could have their own things to do and can never provide for my mom, and my mom suffers because of that, because I still have a long way to go, and she needs like help like as fast as you can. And that kind of brings me down sometimes, but I know I will do it, and I don't always leave her alone, and God is good. And my mom would always like be in a depression too, because she would go through things like debits or whatever, but everything is peaceful right now, and I'm very glad about it. I still have my sister-in-law in my heart. I still have my sister in my heart. It's just that it's not at a point anymore. I have God's strength back again, because it's at a point where I have to keep going. But I know that this hurt me, just remembering the way they died, and just knowing the way I felt and things that happened. I can't explain it all in this video because it's going to be very long, but it was just that. So yeah, that's how I am right now. Very motivated to keep going. I don't like fighting with nobody, and if I have to fight you, it's because you're really bugging me out. You're really getting to me. So yeah, like I'm all a goofball. All I do is smile. You guys wouldn't think that I would go through this at like at all, because I'm always laughing and doing stuff on YouTube. But no, I go through it, and thank God he's good. My sister and my cousin and my sister and my sister-in-law have given me the strength to bear with it. So yeah, guys, this is my YouTube video. I hope I didn't make you guys cry, because it sure did make me cry. But like, comment, and subscribe if you like my video, and if you want me to keep doing other videos, because there's a lot of more things that I can explain, you can go ahead and put that down in the comments. So yeah, guys.
Your love is